Yet another wild day in the cryptocurrency market. Man, I am telling you, volatility is picking up. Unfortunately, it's driving prices lower at the moment. And in my opinion, okay, and this is my opinion, it is creating a buy opportunity. Now, depending on how you look at it, right? And I might seem annoying, it's always a buy. But if you're in this game long term, okay, every dip, even every rip is a buy opportunity because I truly do believe that this industry is just getting started. I truly do believe that if we choose to accumulate 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, okay, your future self is going to beyond thank you because of the wealth accumulation and the growth that this industry is going to see. Now, with that, the day-to-day swings are nauseating. So we'll talk a little bit about those swings in the video today, but we're going to be focusing on Shiba Inu coin as it gains or adds that zero as the price breaks historical deadlock. So let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I know this is Clay Bro Clips, not Clay Bro, so please click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I was actually looking at some analytics this morning. 13,000 of you watched this channel last month, or within the last month, and 13,000 of you did not click the subscribe button. So do so. I'm going to be consistent on here. Thank you guys very much for that. And let's talk a little bit about what's happening in Shiba Inu coin. But first, I want to say YouTube is really cracking down on crypto. For some reason, they hate it. And if you go out on X and other platforms, you can see they're actually hating on a lot of content creators right now. So with that, I want to be explicitly clear. Nothing in this video is a recommendation for you to go out and buy any crypto. Whether I say I own it, I don't own it, or whatever. This is not intended to recommend or you know, put into your mind in any way that you're supposed to be buying cryptocurrency. Instead, I am talking about everything going on in these communities. We talk a lot about Shiba Inu coin on this channel, absolutely. I talk about some other cryptos. You know, we reference the overall market, sure. But it is solely so that you guys can have all of the information at your fingertips to make a well-informed, better decision for yourselves, okay? And I have to say that, and it's going to get very annoying with me saying that over and over and over again, but you guys can see, okay, cryptocurrency is, it says content, prohibited content, phishing, harmful and dangerous behavior, right? Monetize digital assets and gaming. They do not like cryptocurrency. The expanded definition of prohibited gaming content includes digital assets. So, it is educational. This information provides educational, or this video provides educational information, man. What am I saying? About cryptocurrency. Understand? We're talking about what is happening with Shiba Inu coin so that you guys can make your decisions on what you're going to do with Shiba Inu coin. And very sorry that I have to say that. I know it's annoying. It says Shiba Inu coin is added a zero following weeks of price volatility, which has prolonged the sideways trading range. This breakdown to lower levels comes as Shiba Inu coin breaks a historic November deadlock. Shiba Inu coin price faces more bearish pressure. According to CoinMarketCap data, Shiba Inu coin is currently trading at 977 points per coin, and it is down from there. It is at 925 points per coin, trying to bounce back on the day today, but the last several days have been very difficult. It's not just for Shiba Inu coin that they've been very difficult. Guys, if you take a look at Bitcoin right now, it is bouncing back over the last hour. But Bitcoin itself is down 5.5% on the day today. Think about that, guys. That's $100 billion loss in Bitcoin, a $2 trillion coin. Ethereum down 6%. It's a $400 billion coin that loses 6%. We're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars wiped out of the cryptocurrency market just in the last 24 hours. Yeah. Shiba Inu coin is along for the ride. Yeah, it is a difficult one to stomach. Absolutely. You know, we're looking here at some of the major players, some of these major altcoins like SUI and Toncoin, Polkadot, and so on. These guys are down big. So what gives? Now, in my opinion, it is fear. It's this cycle that we've got to break out of. Price declines cause fear. Fear causes price declines. And all of a sudden, it begins spiraling. But you're going to notice something, okay? And actually, can we see this on the screen? No, you can't see this on the screen right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this over just slightly. If you look at the vast majority of these graphs, they look exactly the same, right? Now, I try to justify this to myself. Bitcoin is the major leader, and if Bitcoin is falling, it's got this gravitational pull. It's going to pull the rest of the market down with it. But guys, we are so heavily intertwined with institutions, with whales, and so on dominating the cryptocurrency space that it almost doesn't matter which token or which crypto coin it is. If it's moving, they're all going to be moving together because it's all the same money that moves them. Major institutions, okay, with literally, at this point, trillions of dollars in wealth invested in the crypto market, are moving markets. So we've got a choice to make. Do we fall victim to the fear, which they don't feel? I've been watching a lot of financial history videos lately, and the development of the financial system, not just here in the United States, but across the entire globe. These people don't think in terms of years. They think in terms of forever. Okay? That's why they've created these institutions. That's why they've created these central banks. That's why they've created the financial system the way that it is. There is no beginning. There is no end. And it is all intertwined. So if we allow the fear to dictate our decisions and we sell, say, our Shiba Inu coin, for example, they accumulate it because they don't necessarily care if it's worth something in a year from now. They don't care if it's worth something in 6 months from now. They don't care what the interest rate decision is in the next 3 weeks. They simply care about accumulation. They want to own it all. So we've got a choice to make. Do we extract, right? Do we get in, get out, take our profit, trade, and so on? Or do we play the long game? Do we accumulate as much as possible? And when you finally realize that the day-to-day action doesn't necessarily matter, unless, of course, you're extracting, the game of accumulation begins to be very, very simple. So that's what I've made it for myself. Yes, Shiba Inu coin is adding a 0. It says the range-bound behavior reflected low volatility, weak demand, and competition from other meme coins, leading to investor frustration over stalled growth. This frustration causes people to sell. This emotion causes people to give up. Don't let that happen to you. By early November, Shiba Inu coin dropped to $8.90, and of course it's at $9.25 today. It has declined over the last month there, and daily trading volume has increased by 26% to 168 million. It breaks its 2-year bullish November trend. Meanwhile, Shiba Inu coin has broken a 2-year bullish November trend, confirming a historical deadlock. According to CoinMarketCap data, Shiba Inu coin price experienced an upsurge in November of 23 and 24, breaking a bearish trend in the previous 2 years. In November 2023 and 2024, Shiba Inu coin price registered gains of 6% and 48% respectively. Shiba Inu coin's price history, and of course you got that source right there. Now in 2025, it has failed to sustain the bullish pattern and plunged 2.44% since the beginning of the month. However, the month is absolutely not over. Guys, we have been going through a lot, but if we look at all of the catalysts, we have got so much to look forward to, and that is why I continue to accumulate. If you guys are interested in accumulating, this is not a recommendation to do so, absolutely not, but you do have sources available for you down in the description below. If you want to check those out, let me know, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.